So there's this comment by Christ that we should render unto God what is God and unto Cæsar what is Cæsar's. And I believe that's true psychologically as well as politically. And the consequence of not doing that isn't that God disappears and we all become proper thinking rationalists. The consequence is that all sorts of things that should be secular and profane get inflated with religious significance. We're having religious discussions disguised as political discussions. Because of this absence of a higher value, whatever it happens to be, that's fallen down into the political domain, and then the quasi-religious impulses that are infiltrating the political domain tend to pit one side against another. So you get a good versus evil narrative emerge. You guys mentioned the fact that it's easy for political discussions to degenerate into something like an archetypal struggle between good and evil, right? It's that base level category that seems to emerge and confuse things. But the problem with the good versus evil narrative is that the evil is embodied in some other group and the good is embodied in your group. So one of the things I've been thinking through is that, in sophisticated literature, you don't have good guys and bad guys. You have good guys and bad guys in the same soul. And
that's the Solzhenitsyn quote, yes.
Right, exactly. And you see that in sophisticated literature. Everyone knows that. So here's a thought. So if you don't have a abstract religious system that insists that the dividing line between good and evil is to be fought inside your own soul, so to speak, then it degenerates one step into a battle between good and evil in the outside world, with evil being conveniently located somewhere else. So, one of the things I think that Christianity did bring the world, and it had its roots in Jewish thinking as well, was that the greatest of evils was to be found within, not without. And maybe that's one way of protecting society from this schismatic tendency that we see reemerging. Let me give you an example, okay? Yeah. I'll just go through this very quickly. So, in the book of Genesis, in the story of Adam and Eve, you have evil located as a snake, right? So it's a predator. It's the predator in the garden, and predatory snakes were hell on primates. So there's plenty of evolutionary reason for that. But then you can imagine, so there's an insistence in Judeo-Christian thinking that the snake in the garden is Satan, which is a very odd idea. I tried to think that through. I thought, okay, snake as predator, other person as predator, group as predator, soul, inside your soul as predator.